I think that this is a very risky pick from the side of Unicorns of Love. What I can say is that they are going very Unicorns of Love style.
The Unicorns of Love have said it's difficult for us after so many average splits. We need to look towards that world spot and we need to play around the mid lane, say MISFITS as the knockback onto Exile. He flashes, but it's First Blood in the mid lane, and MISFITS do exactly what we want them to. But it's not a monumental disadvantage for the Unicorns. IGNAR and HANSAM are going aggressive in the bottom lane as the Winter's Bite comes out. HANSAM is still able to get some damage down, but it's not the early kills we expected to see. XERXE gets the stretching strike onto PoE, the knockback from MAXLORE, Ignite on Exile. Stand United comes in, the Let's Bounce knocks him back. The TP is going to join the fray as ALPHARI's there. VIZICSACSI takes down PoE, but MAXLORE and ALPHARI get one in response. Chachi's going to run away as IGNAR's joined the fight. And the MISFITS will have to just trade 1-for-1.
And then ALPHARI's forced to TP down, but now you've alleviated that pressure mid, and there's a fight happening down bot.
SAMUX just kills IGNAR. It looks like IGNAR overstepped, maybe got caught up in a stun lock there. HYLISSANG actually used the Glacial Fissure and Concussive Blow, so that will be why IGNAR died with his flash still up.
He wanted the health. Oh, hang on. Here's that push in mid that we were talking about earlier on.
Knockback from MAXLORE, the stun lock, and that's a kill. MAXLORE secures it.
That was beautiful, Medic.
Still sitting on that vision, though, and they're not even using the sweeper here. MAXLORE does have it. Unicorns of Love are going to collapse. The Stand United coming in. The Unicorns want to fight. MISFITS knocked back. Winter's Bite as well. Here comes the counter TP from ALPHARI. He has the equalizer. The MISFITS just want the Dragon for the time being. The Unicorns not ready to give it up just quite yet, but they do have to. And the Mountain Drake goes to the MISFITS.
And I think that that's what UOL should play towards right now. Team
POWEROFEVIL looking for the trade. The Culling comes out. Exile has the flash. PoE flashes forward with the Ignite. Oh, he gets him! That's the reason he tops the charts as a mid laner. PoE with the solo kill in mid.
He got one kill in a bad team fight played by the opposition, and then all of a sudden he became overfed. They won the game. So I wouldn't count them out. Some plays happening top.
Quickness used by IGNAR. The tower there. The TP coming in will come through. The Unicorns of Love want this fight, but ALPHARI's joined the fray. There's the equalizer as well. MISFITS 1-for-1 trade. HYLISSANG down as well, and now it's Chachi and Exile all by themselves. XERXE nowhere to be seen. Exile's dead. Chachi running away from 4 members of MISFITS. IGNAR cannot land the grand entrance, and the Unicorns fall 1 by 1 in the top lane.
And he did just that in game 1. His Zac was extremely important in terms of initiations and setup for the rest of his team, and he's done it. And now he's gotten POWEROFEVIL fed enough that he's able to get another solo kill.
Because Vedius, you said, you know, MAXLORE and IGNAR, they don't play together enough.
They don't.
Kakao and IGNAR play together so much more. They're so much better. HYLISSANG's going to get caught out of the exhaust. We're not going to care about that back. The stun lock onto PoE. He tries to dodge away, but Exile's there to get the shutdown, his second kill of the game. We haven't hit the infamous Unicorns of Love 25-minute mark, but they want to start it a little bit early this game. They're going for the Baron. 4 members of the MISFITS here to try and contest an equalizer as well.
But their damage is all gone. POWEROFEVIL isn't here. MISFITS, they just have to disengage.
HYLISSANG the front line, the equalizer perfectly placed as MISFITS do manage to disengage. And the Unicorns of Love unable to get anything out of that. Stepped up to the performance we expected from him. He wasn't this top lane solo carry that we wanted him to be as PoE gets some damage back onto Exile. He can't even jump away. It's just unfair as PoE will eventually...
He can actually get out of this. Oh no, he's got
no mana at all. PoE should be able to secure this kill. There is a blue buff on Exile to keep him healthy, but here comes IGNAR. He's just going to ignite him and walk away. Jumps in, grand entrance. Exile trying to get a little bit more CS.
Get him!
He gets him. He gets him in the end. 5-2 and 3 now on that Lucian.
I don't think Kassadin can 1v1 POWEROFEVIL.
I get that impression as well.
Yeah, it feels like that you can't send Exile off onto a side lane because he's gonna die. Now, 5 members of MISFITS are grouped on the top side. They're looking towards this Baron.
HYLISSANG forced back by HANSAM and MAXLORE. Lots of damage coming down. The knockup as well with the Keeper's Verdict and the Charm, the quickness. PoE, another kill for him, and the MISFITS will turn their eyes towards the Baron.
MISFITS are looking so good in this series. In game 1, they just wanted the scaling. They wanted to play it passive. They found a couple of good early kills because their bottom lane overperformed and punished the mistakes. Now they've had a great early game and they're going for the Baron.
XERXE looking for the jump in with a knockback. He lets bounce as Chachi joins the fray. A good taunt onto 2. Passive used onto XERXE. UOL will lose 1 and they'll lose a second as XERXE goes down. The MISFITS team fighting has been sublime throughout this series.
Cloud9 is probably the most legendary when it comes to reverse sweeps. MISFITS themselves got a reverse sweep in spring against Splice. They're not common, but they happen. And when you're going up against the Unicorn, those guys definitely know how to fight back. But let's see if MISFITS can even close this game out, because they will look to take that first inhibitor.
Inhibitor in mid will fall lower as the Misfits push forward with the Baron buff. 40 seconds remaining on it. They're just waiting until Hussain can step forward once again. This will be the Inhibitor falling and the descent power of Evil down to a separate lane, but XERXE jumps in. Step of Presence knocks him back. Misfits able to disengage and then use the Talisman to bring these 4 members down to join up with PoE. Chachi still split pushing. The Baron buff about to run out. Misfits want another Inhibitor off this if they can. It's a 4v5, the stun lock on HYLISSANG, the Stand United Unbreakable. He goes down before Chachi can join, and now XERXE's in the midst. A great route, let's bounce, but he just brings all of Misfits into the rest of his team. Misfits, a triple kill for ALPHARI, the Inhibitor, and perhaps the game.
Misfits look so clean in game 2. 15-4 is the scoreline. Chachi only now arrives.
Exile is able to kill IGNAR, but ALPHARI unkilled this game has been a dominant force for Misfits. They'll take the first Nexus tower and they decide to back away. A 13,000 gold lead, but they're not willing to throw this game at the Nexus towers. Unicorns of Love with a control ward of their own, trying to catch out PoE. He comes around the corner straight into the face of Exile and the face of Chachi, but a knockback from MAXLORE. HYLISSANG puts down the Glacial Fissure, and the Unicorns, with the engage they want, cannot kill a single member of Misfits. 13,000 gold lead. They have looked in control from basically minute 3 after that first blood in the mid lane. The Unicorns unable to respond, but do have scaling on their side. Chachi jumps in, HYLISSANG there, puts the wall up, divides his team from the Misfits, but the Inhibitor tower will fall, and Misfits want the final Inhibitor.
Oh, Unicorns of Love, their backs are against the wall once more. Not coming to fruition because Misfits just seem to always find an answer.
XERXE jumps in, can't steal away the Baron. Misfits secure it. IGNAR jumps onto the back line. There's the equalizer as well. A double knock-up. Exile trying to get onto any member of Misfits that he can find, but ALPHARI's godlike, as are the rest of the Misfits. Hussain kills Exile. SAMUX chucks down some feathers, but they're going to do no damage at all to Misfits, and the Unicorns of Love just trying to retreat up towards the top side of the map. Power of Evil's not going to let them get away. HYLISSANG dead. SAMUX gone as well. Misfits with the ace, 20 kills to 5. The Nexus towers fall, and this will be the game for the Misfits. They have looked authoritative throughout this win, throughout this series, and they will be 1 game away from the semi-finals and from Paris.